It was, sorry, I dropped my pen. A really fun game down at the Dome on Sunday afternoon. No, it was not the Calgary Flames, although they had a fun night at the Dome on the weekend as well. It was the Calgary Hitmen taking on the Swift Current Broncos. And I have been guilty of this in the past, but I just have to say, we need to be paying more attention to junior hockey. It was such a fun hockey game on Sunday afternoon. There was so much talent out there on the ice. And I get, like, the hockey options here in Calgary are vast, but this was a really fun game. And I think the WHL is going to be wild down the stretch. 3rd and 9th right now in the Eastern Conference, and they do 1 through 8. Division winners get 1 and 2, and then it seeds after that, and then there's a reseeding thing in the play in the second round and all that. But it is the traditional 1 through 8. So 3rd to 9th right now, separated by 5 points. And there's a ton of talent across the league. 8 players on Team Canada are from the World Junior Hockey Championship. 5 of them coming from the Eastern Conference. So the East battle is going to be just a load of fun. And Calgary, I am telling you, the Hitmen are a good watch. First, you have Yakemchuk, who is Ottawa Senators prospect, was a first-round pick this last year. There are some flaws. And that has been discussed in this guy's game for a really, really long time. Like that is just something that we have agreed on for a while with this dude. But what he does well, he does so well. The skating is so smooth. His shot is excellent. There is a lot to be really, really excited about this kid. There is some growing up that needs to be done. Calgary had a power play. The game was close all game long. But Calgary had a power play and a chance to really start to pull ahead. And he takes a dumbass cross-checking penalty behind the offensive net that makes it a 4-on-4. And this was just after the Hitmen had killed off a penalty and Swift Current's power play looked really good. So it was another chance to let Swift Current kind of build that momentum. So I thought just wrong place, wrong time, wrong brain cells firing off. Just a bad decision from him. And then defensively, there's some stuff that you'd like to see changed. A couple times that he got beat, and for a guy his size, it was too easy to get around him or through him. And so you would like to see some of that kind of tighten up a little bit. And I think you can. Like, that is why you go back to the Western Hockey League, is so you can work on things like that. But the offensive skills are exquisite. Kalem Parker, he is a Minnesota Wild prospect. I thought he was a strong player on the blue line as well. I thought the vision and the awareness that he showed on the ice was really impressive. He knew the perfect place to be at the perfect time, and his reads, I thought, were really good. The offensive stats don't blow you away, but I thought he had a really good offensive game and has a few tools that maybe there's a little bit more you could get out of him on that side, but defensively he was sound. I fell in love with Oliver Tulk in this game. His size probably keeps him out of the NHL. I want to get this right, but I am pretty sure we are not talking about the biggest cat here. Yeah, 5'8", 174. If this dude is my height, he was the first overall pick. The compete, which you have to have when you're 5'8", the compete is obviously there, but he is constantly looking to attack. Everything that he does is with the idea that I'm going to get the puck and I'm going to go to the net and I'm going to get an opportunity. The shot is wicked, and you could see there was a respect for that. Calgary had a power play, and Tulk cuts into the middle, which, was a good read by him, and again, that attacking nature, but then because of that, 3 guys swarm on him, and he drops it back, and Yakemchuk is wide open, and gets a big goal that helped Calgary in their comeback win over the Swift Current Broncos. I should mention that it was 4-3 Calgary, the final score in that game, but he just let an absolute bullet go, and Tulk had a couple of really good opportunities in this game as well. So he was one where I wish there was a way for him to make some kind of an NHL roster or some kind of a next step, because I like so many aspects of his game. It just happens to come in a package that is a little bit smaller than NHL teams would like. Ben Kindle, a 2nd to 3rd round pick, according to NHL Central Scouting. He got the B grading in the most recent one. Picked up an assist, so it's a 13 game point streak, with 25 points in that time. He had a bomb of a shot on the power play, and I thought just a really solid game overall. And another guy who stood out to me was Max Mironov. he doesn't stop. The motor is great, and he's a really powerful skater. He had a defender just draped all over him and powered to the net for an opportunity. Ended up not cashing. He only has 6 goals this year, but he gets himself in the right spot all the time. And 22 goals last year, so he can put the puck in the net. You would like to see maybe a little bit more finishing ability if he's going to do something at the next level, but that motor is something that is going to be a real asset for him, I think, moving forward. On the Swift Current side, I thought they bounced back really well. They were coming off of a 7-3 loss against Edmonton, and they battled. They did a lot of the things that they needed to tighten up. They were a little bit soft and a little bit sloppy against Edmonton in their previous game on, I guess it was Saturday night. So Saturday night, they get into Calgary at 1:30 in the morning. Then they have a 4 o'clock game. So it was a bit of a tight turn for them. But I thought you saw that compete, and you saw how aggressive they were through the neutral zone. They were able to do a really good job of building up some speed through the neutral zone and creating some opportunities. And then counter to that, they made the neutral zone a nightmare for Calgary, at least in the early part of the game. And that's where they had a lot of success. The problem came, they were being a little too cute. Like, shots after one period of play were 11-5 for Calgary, but I didn't think that was really a good indication of how the game was going. Swift Current had the puck a bunch, but it was just anytime they would get it, they would get a guy behind the defender, and instead of let's put a shot on goal and get a chance, it was let's try to feather a perfect saucer pass in there for a one-timer chance. And a lot of those ended up sliding wide, and that kind of kills any momentum you have. When you're playing on a back-to-back and you know the gas tank is going to be limited, you have to go out there and make the most of your opportunities and maybe simplify things a little bit. And when they did, they were successful. A few guys who kind of stood out, the Caswell, DeZane, and Misselbacher line was a whole lot of fun. They were dangerous every time they stepped on the ice. Caswell has like a laser finder or something, because every one of his passes is in the exact perfect right spot that it needed to be. I loved watching him play. Misselbacher, it lent itself to a lot of puns, but it was an excellent shot. A missile, so to speak. He was fantastic. I'm running out of time to kind of gush about it, but Gould was great. Coupland is a 6th, 7th round watch candidate for Central Scouting. I thought he battled well in his own end and just kind of showed a good all-around game. And Reed Dick, 6th round pick of the Boston Bruins. Really athletic goalie. Only one shot really got through him, and that was a Yakemchuk open look. After that, there was a deflection and then a couple of rebound goals. So I thought he had a really good bounce-back game after a shaky night in Edmonton. But like I said, overall, and I'm guilty of this too, we need to support junior hockey. It was a heck of a hockey game, and we are going to get really excited about a bunch of junior hockey players in a couple of weeks, for a couple of weeks. Let's extend that, because there's a lot of really good talent out here in Calgary that this team is going to be battling for a playoff spot, and the Dome, on a lot of nights, quite frankly, is empty. So let's fill that up a little bit more, get out and support the Calgary Hitmen. It was a really, really fun atmosphere with a lot of minor hockey teams there on a Sunday afternoon.